Okay, so we left off, we just had survived another ambush here with the fabled rogue trader Theodora here. I just finished downing my peppermint tea, so I'm feeling a lot better. And we're off to see what the commotion is about. I just have to wait for more results first. And I totally forget if I'm supposed to run out. Yeah, okay, so I am supposed to find someone else right now. We have to find this fabled Mort. Find help. Look here. Cool. Is he keep open? You are. Not necessarily default posing, but yeah, close enough.
I won't tolerate weakness.
Cool, I guess. That was a sport. Conrad Vortigere. Alright, that's outside of Relief upon seeing you. Thank Providence you are alive and well. Oh wait, he doesn't have a quick. I keep thinking over here on the right is the person talking, but it's not. It's the person being talked to. Always on time, eh, Conrad? The moment we finish chasing out the riffraff aboard deck, you show up. Almost after fighting's done, you can set your chrono by it. Is that suspicion? Jealousy because of his failed, you know, his ineligibility for the role, potentially influencing him to try to pull one over on me. Alright, he looks away from the Arch Militant to you. Mort, pull yourself together. And he looks back at me. What did Lord Captain send you to chivvy us along? We're all done here. I'll report away. Mort pulls his box in his belt and hurriedly reports on the situation. Maybe shooting in that corner. Master whispers, what is happening on my ship? Devok's sent is silent. Devok's master is not responding. Armed assailants have stormed the officer's deck, and my arch-militant just destroyed several more heretics on the way here. Is this a severe case of warp madness? Have some of my crew lost their minds and forgotten who they are and whom they serve? Report. I have not yet received word from the Engineerium regarding any Geller field failures, but communications are already unstable half-hour ago, and now they have ceased altogether. Whatever this cause may be, the consequences are spreading fast. I am receiving scattered reports from the middle decks, and only Voxcasts from the lower bays are... excuse me. And the only Voxcasts from the lower bays are one-way heretical gibberish. He pauses. That the madmen have already reached officers' decks suggests that this outrage was planned in advance. No, it is outrage. Okay, outrage was planned in advance. Perhaps it's an organized mutiny. Let's see here. We make ourselves sound zealoty. I'm not going to believe it's inherently warp madness, because that's kind of a cop-out answer. Yeah, let's prioritize action here. First, we have... Also, I said prioritize the middle decks to see if we can stop it from spreading. First, we have to confirm that the bridge and navigator sanctum are secure, and I have the means to do both things at once. Their eyes flash ominously. Idelsrad, where is he? I must know if he is unharmed. A psyker aboard a ship that is potentially being assailed by the warp could pose a greater threat to himself and others than a whole army of madmen with improvised weapons. I tried to locate him, but the last thing known about his movements is that he arrived in transitional deck 18. Blast it! Sorry, it's also like 1 AM, so I'm not going to be screaming. Master whispers, find Idelsrad immediately. Seneschal, locate Thras, and the Sister of Battle. Both are to remain by my side. Arch-Militant with me. I must go to my study, and it appears we might encounter heretics along the way. You... If I may, Lord Captain. Soft and cautious. Transitional Deck 18 is at the heart of the disturbance. And if our goal is to bring Idelsrad back, I could use some support. After all, I am not as adept at directly confronting enemies of the house as the esteemed archmilitant, and taking into consideration Edelthard's psyker powers... Oh. I feel like I missed something. Okay. Then it is settled. You find Edelthard and bring him back here in whatever state you find him. This elevator leads to restricted compartments such as my personal chambers and the bridge. Do not let me down. I require you both. Do you understand? Hear and obey, or we'll just do that. Move out, more to come. Now's not the time for exactly. Right, because that other one implies potentially that leaves room for failure, which is not a vote of confidence. Fortitude gives me a nod. Are you ready to head to 18? It is a long walk and you do not have the proper gear. Yeah, we don't have gear. So I'm between 1 and 3. I'm going to say 3. Just to be a little bit more gruff and potentially more in line with ours. Because, like I said, we kind of have... So I want to have, like, kind of respectful distrust of this man. Definitely not 2. But that also is putting him in the front, but we'll just play along for now. He checks in his pockets for something. Of course he will. They threw to nerve someone she couldn't lie as one of her heirs, but that is no longer relevant. Yeah, okay. I am now hit by gut-wrenching pain as popped shark crack. Yeah. That's what I thought. Interesting. Should have gone for 3. I planned, I hesitated and was like, surely the betrayal will come one step later, basically, was what I was assuming. I imagine it didn't actually matter here.
Careful, careful. Be gentle with our guest. He has an important mission to complete during our visit to the Warrant chamber. And for that, I need him breathing. Oh, you are back with us, I see. Delightful.
What is the meaning of this?
You must have hit your head harder than I thought. No matter. Very little is required of you. Just your blood, which you can either share of your own volition, or I will spill it for you. We are in the anteroom of the Warrant chamber, this void ship's most hallowed vault. There, beyond those gates, lies the relic that gives Theodora all of her power. The sacred Warrant of Trade. Only one obstacle remains on my path to obtaining it. The gates of the chamber are guarded by the Sentinel, an ancient device that will only open the door to a true heir of the dynasty. I expected to do this part myself, but never mind. You will offer your blood to the Sentinel.
What? I mean, one is kind of trivially obvious, right? Obtaining the Warrant of Trade is huge. But maybe we could tease out a little bit more information, or I feel like we just insult him. But let's be more ignorant here.
Why?
Oh.
Because I am following an order. What is happening on this ship right now has been in the making for a very long time.
Is he potentially...
All that remains is to obtain what my master sent me for.
Okay,
The Warrant of Trade.
Okay, we acquired actually more information by playing dumb. He's not operating by himself. He's operating under orders. Let's insult him now. We're not going to grovel here. What is it, inbred? Is your blood too thin for the Sentinel?
On the contrary, the Warp's blessing has raised me too much above your kind. Fond Valencius.
Okay.
The Sentinel refused to submit to me. But you can help. After all, isn't that what family is for?
Alright, we're just gonna be defiant.
I am afraid that you have no choice in the matter. Try to resist, and I will demonstrate the power that the Warp holds over mortals. Come to think of it, I might even take some pleasure in doing so.
So he's holding a blade without a handle. Do we resist and try to earn brownie points with our inevitable rescue, or... We're just gonna go to. We have failed before with our, darkest moment, and I imagine in a pretty similar way. So we'll bide our time to get revenge. I think is the plan here. All right, I'll find a way to make you pay for this filth, but I'll do as you require.
I doubt it, my dear. But that's enough talk. Fulfill your destiny.
Oh, I have to use a skill test. Oh. Okay, so the other ones are made automatically, okay. In the gateway arch, you see a cogitator with a human likeness built into the front panel. As you approach, torso twitches slightly. This is a servitor, an obedient automaton created from a lobotomized human being. The Sentinel turns its head to you, one of its eye sockets lighting up with two ember-like irises. Let's examine it. We have a pretty good chance. Interesting. Okay, so it should be... Okay, I understand. Okay. Alright, we see it. Carefully inspect the design of the gate cogitator. What immediately catches your eye is the strange alloy that was used as material for machine components, some of which are unfamiliar to you. You suspect this might be some archaeotech relic. Ancient humanity tech. I'll take some XP. I already examined the Sentinel. Looking around for a weapon. Look around in the hopes of finding at least something that could work as a weapon. Searches in vain. The anteroom is completely empty and in perfect working condition. An area of broken panel or protruding piece of rebar in sight. Alright, let's do it. The Sentinel's jaws clamp around my hand, puncturing your skin, sinking into your flesh. I keep forgetting if I want to use, like, your or my. In this case, we'll just follow the text. A few dark drops fall into the servitor's throat, and immediately you hear running as the servo motors start up and pump stern to motion. The vid screen of the cogitator flickers. Several long minutes pass. Okay, so we're just awkwardly standing here for... Jaws remain closed, and you're beginning to feel sick. Perhaps you were to lean against the gate, you catch your breath. Maybe even close your eyes and pretend none of this ever happened.
High levels of caustic humus. The subject is in a state of heightened stress. Do you require assistance?
I can't understand where this quiet voice is coming from, cracking like static. Is it Sentinel? The cogitator? A figment of a wary mind? Whatever it is, you can clearly hear every word. I suppose this is all the warp madness they were doing now. Let's just lean into it. Yes, I do require assistance.
Request accepted. Initiating defense protocol.
Not exactly the rescue I envisioned.
There is still another way.
Is that a warp shield? The void shout, terminology proper is. Cool. Guess I'm gonna just save so I don't have to deal with any of this stuff again, because this game did just come out, so I at least wholly expect some sort of crashes to occur at some point in my life. Cool. Massive doors. Also, is 5... Yep, okay, so that's quick saving. Good to know. I'm not planning on, like, safe scumming the hell out of anything. What's this beeping? Let it be known that by my will and the true words of this document, I appoint this person to be a bearer of the warrant of trade, to be a paragon of humanity, unbroken by adversity, to walk bravely first and oh my god, it's too fast, to triumph over nightmares untold, to hold bodily the reins of fate, to walk steadily the roads of thorns, through pain to greatness. Not time for reading out loud, let me tell you that.
Escort the child of the house to safety.
Service skulls, says the Vox skull, that's what they're called. Service skulls creaking gradually turns into comprehensible words. Yeah, I need to contact someone, preferably Theodora.
Voxcast frequencies disrupted. Initiating setup. Establishing connection.
Oh, okay, not voice. Voxmaster, restore communication with Navigator's Sanctum. I'm trying to contact the bridge. If anyone can hear me on this frequency, regroup all available forces and head to the upper decks at once. I repeat, regroup all available forces and head.
Communication protocols breached. Signal latency assessment unavailable.
Okay.
Unable to establish two-way connection.
Our ping is too high.
Distance from the current location to the nearest arsenal. Initiating situational calculations.
Thanks. Okay, what's happening?
Temporary obnubilation following acute stress. Mobile unit of the Warrant Sentinel standing by.
Interesting.
Mobile unit of the Warrant Sentinel designed as a personal escort of the child of the house and a means of communicating with the rogue trader's subjects. Mobile unit standing by.
Alright, let's get out of here.
Middle and upper decks. Assuming the probability of safe placement in areas of concentration of armed units. Calculating. To prevent unauthorized units from breaching the warrant chamber, preemptive sealing must be initiated. The mobile unit will start executing the received order immediately after the safety of the warrant is secured.
Oh, journal stuff. Okay, okay, we'll learn about them later. Okay, so they're like mechanical things, rumors. Okay. Rather than just miscellaneous information. So what's this? Ah, we got an old injury from it. Sure. Cool. Oh, okay, same thing. It's just not necessarily a chant, but, you know, they're writ of the document.
It's about time!
Master! Whatever are you doing in the Warrant Chamber? How did you... Throne preserve me! What is the meaning of this?
He's in a very disheveled state, coated in blood, etc. He's serving the carvage. We'll do two. How did you find me? Are you with that traitor Voldemir?
Master, with all due respect, what nonsense are you saying? Kunrad, a traitor?
He wasn't the mastermind. Well, maybe locally, but he is explicitly under someone else's influence. Let's get results here. Step 3. So it would seem, but he's not here, and we have a mutiny to end.
Indeed. Indeed. That is easier said than done, of course. But seeing one of Lady Theodora's heirs alive inspires at least some degree of optimism. You're in a bad way. I can treat your wounds. I have a Medicaid kit with me. And for the love of the throne, now is not a good time to be walking around the decks without means of
carrying
self-defense.
his pocket sniper rifle.
Here.
Inventory, my god. Okay, so you can get a wound if you take over 50% of your health in one, or yeah, percentage of your health in one round. And then these can fester into old wounds if they're not immediately treated after 3 rounds. Old injuries require a skill test. Okay. Great. So in order to use a med kit, which you have to use out of combat, yeah, so your wounds number, which is your health bars, we store them automatically after combat, but injuries and that stuff persist, which have to be med kitted. Oh, we got a second character finally.
I'm at your service. This wound will make a fine scar.
I assume that's like a guaranteed thing in this case. Alright. Let's look at our inventory here. 15% armor. Does that just mean, is that flat damage reduction? Oh, interesting. Gives stats on the like chapter effectiveness of said items. That's really interesting. Just my little undershirt there, you can see. Alright, let's get a gun here. Is there a... I was hoping that there's some way to like keep that menu open. Okay, info. So we got single shot, which is obvious, and it won't tell me what that eye shot does. Okay, fine. Some good extra hit chance, but the rate of fire and that stuff is not great. But it's probably better than the pistol we were looking at.
That is a noticeable improvement. Now you're prepared for the trials ahead.
Cool.
The lower decks are teeming with heretics instigating the rabble to revolt. But that is the least of our problems. The ship's enforcers are rounding up the scoundrels and suppressing the resistance. The situation on the middle decks is much worse, although strike teams have already been dispatched there. All communication with the bridge and the engineering bay was lost. So, apart from scattered voxcasts, we have no information to go on. But that is not the worst of it. All these jolts and shaking are most alarming. These are signs that the navigator and the master helmsman are having difficulty translating the ship out of the wall and into real space. I fear that they may have already lost control. We must reach the navigator's sanctum and get a handle on the situation.
Yeah, how did you find it?
If we can you sent me a Vox message. Specifically, a Voxcast on the officer's frequency, which I had the good fortune to receive.
The Warrant Sentinel probably said that.
You mean to say Warrant Sentinel?
Sorry, I'm skipping over dialogue here a little bit.
The Lord Captain barely ever ventures down to the chamber, and I was at her side only once or twice when she did. And I did not see anything of the sort.
Is she dead? Does that imply she's dead? Right back to Warrant Sentinel.
The Warrant Chamber is an ancient and rather sacred mechanism that the ship's tech priests treat with the utmost reverence. I assume that whatever it is that you did, you must have activated certain processes and caused the Sentinel to awaken.
Oh, is our blood
But then,
thicker?
why did none of it happen when Lady Theodora did the same?
I heard one of Theodora's Voxcasts.
Lady Theodora's. Which one? The last one I received was about the Navigator's Sanctum, and that was a good while ago. In any case, let us hope that the Lord Captain is well, and safely in charge of the ship's defense. In the meantime, we must do all we can to prevent the ship from veering off course.
Alright, very well.
Absolutely. Let us proceed.
To arms, loyal sons and daughters of the God Emperor, fight the heresy and corruption that threatens to consume our home, and with all your might destroy those who have dared. Alright, so it's Theodora.
The Lord Captain is calling her crew to battle, which means the Vox networks are set up for broadcast transmission, not message exchange. Splendid. While the rogue trader inspires proper resolve to fight in her subjects, you and I shall prove that her trust in us is well deserved.
I see you terminated.
Are you ready to die?
Okay. So like a preparation phase. Well, we have a sniper rifle, which tells me that I need to get back from these. Who's the one with a gun? You. Okay, well, we're going to do this cool thing called getting back here. What about you? What's your game plan here? You are a melee character. Amount of weapon skill, very high parry chance. You're using a chain sword. Oh, and it debuffs on hit. That's cool. Worse dodge, but flat out pretty good armor. Okay. Is there a way to look at? Probably. Yeah. Warrior. Okay. Navy officer and Imperial Warrant. So he's got the Humanity's Finest, which seems he'd probably put into toughness. Yeah. And he did a origin advancement. Edelbard is going first. Alright. This is melee and taunting, sure. Okay, so you get a bonus attack by a charge, basically. Ah, okay, so maybe I moved a little bit too close. Oh, area attacks too. Okay, I was not aware of this, so maybe positioned a little bit differently.
At your beck and call.
Yeah, and if they move, they can get attack for opportunity. Cool. Of course, they're all positioned such that cleave doesn't work. Okay.
Victory is one fewer target.
Oh, 20. Is that a crit? Okay, cool. I understand that. It's a morale meter. Yeah, it was a crit. Cool. Then, of course, I've got Brace for Impact, which works best if we're close together, which we're not. Cool.
Pain and duty go hand in hand.
I'll have to write the specifics there. Yes, okay, I understand that. Okay, I wanted to check the damage. Oh, he just flat out rolled 0 damage. He has -1 possible. And then only 80% of that went through. Interesting. interesting. Oh, he's right outside the range. Okay. I only get one attack per round. So any of these function fine. Who's... Let's hear it.
Suits my purposes. You didn't stand a chance.
Okay. Oh, you can't move after you shoot. Okay, good to know. Either that or Sniper Rifle requires movement points. Yeah, you can't move and shoot with Sniper. Okay. That's why you want like a supplementary pistol. This is overkill. But
not a problem for me.
Brace yourself, Avalon.
Oh, this'll leave a scar.
Okay. Well, it's cleave time. Oh, he dodged. It's once per combat, so I might as well use it.
Indeed.
Okay. Does this provoke attack of opportunity? Or no?
Oh, my ears are ringing.
Okay.
All too easy.
Yeah, and you can pen through targets. Which is theoretically what I've done if we didn't do cleave. Okay.
At your beck and call.
I took care of this one.
Okay, now that there's only one, I want to... and repair. Cool. It does do attacks opportunity. Let's get to test that now.
Already done.
Doesn't hit my teammate.
Opposing me was your biggest mistake.
Okay, and level up, and we're probably going to end this here once we level up. Alright, once you've accumulated enough experience, you gain a new level. You get new progression options, which I think, yeah, follows the wheel. Okay. Great. So... Okay, so we get to choose a skill here for... So we could go for more logic. We have pretty good values in all of these currently. Where do we want to focus? Potentially medicine. But we have enough base here. I think we want to go tech use. Yeah, let's do tech use. Just because I think that's going to be... Oh, either awareness. Awareness is also a pretty good option. Let's do... Let's do awareness. Alright, because that'll put us that up to 55, so that'll put us right next to logic as our top thing. Or we could really... although, yeah, awareness is also already focusing something we're really good at. Yeah, I'm curious what is going to pop up with things like logic. But we'll see. So how do I spend it? Okay, you press complete. Got it. Alright, what about you, Mr. Seneschal? You also are just a skill level. Okay. Something I am not good at, which is athletics. That's probably a good idea. Oh, but your corral is also crazy. Yeah, athletics are corrals. Let's do athletics because our base crowd is high enough. Is my reasoning here. Where corrals really, it seems like it's mostly going to be a defensive operation, which will probably be useful in some dialogue things, but I feel like athletics will be most regularly more useful and something that we're actually particularly weak in. Actually, no, we're particularly weak in corrals, but his corral is also already crazy. Having 250 skills, I think, is a good idea. Cool. Alright, well that was a pretty simple level up. Everyone moves together. Okay, cool. And with that, we're going to close this one up. Oh wait, we have loot. We'll loot first. Okay, so loot's the whole thing. We want the laser pistol. Just very quickly. Yeah, our athletics is absolutely garbage as well, so good that we took something like that. Okay, so it's between the laser pistol and the sword here. Unless... Never mind, it's not between them. It's an entire different weapon set. Cool. That's actually really nice. Do you get any debuffs for dual wielding? I don't think so. But we'll see. We'll see. Alright. Yeah, it's very convenient that I just lose the entire encounter. Alright. Now we're actually going to end some things. We've got a cool pistol sword setup here with the sniper rifle as well. And, you know, we have been demarked as the chosen one, basically, now in the story. As you see, it opened for us, and we got a special guy here who talks. Alright. Good stuff, good stuff. Really enjoying it so far, but, you know, obviously, it's going to be a long game.